welcome to this week's Wax Pack Dad. Woo! Wow, just came in from some landscaping. Sorry, I'm a hand model. If I've got mulch in my hand. Oh well. Today, 1982 Rock Pack, 51 cards, going for Lee Smith, the Iron Man Cal Ripken. Other notables of rookies of note: Dave Stewart, Kent Herbeck, and George with a J Bell. So let's get at these guys. Let's open them up. Let's have some fun. Woo! All right, getting out my old trusty fillet knife. Did not catch any bluegills last weekend in order to open that up, but hope springs eternal. What do we got here? Let's open up Purcell. Tom Burgermeyer, not the Burgermeister from the Christmas episode, Island of the Misfit Toys. Let's look at Mr. Burgermeyer, who played, all the way back into the 60s. 63 wins and 94 saves, so mostly a save guy. Reliever. All right, who else we got here? We got Mr. Bill Madlock with a .341 batting average, not too shabby, and Buddy Solomon leading the Pirates with a .312 ERA, baseball checklist. If I could just get a Pete Rose or a Lee Smith, I'd be super happy. If you see Pete Vukovich in the background, I'm using him as good luck because my Brewers are really struggling for offense, so any Brewers I get are going to be put up there. We got some future stars for future manager Ron Gardenhire, Terry Leach, and Tim Leary. Jim Anderson of the Mariners. We got Dusty Baker and Bert Hooton. Not too shabby there. Eric Christensen. Al Williams. Oh, we got a relievers card. What do we get here? Well, hey, 2 Hall of Famers. We got Bruce Sutter rocking his Little Debbie hairstyle and Raleigh Fingers of the Brewers. We're going to need to put him up there. They actually went against each other in that 82 World Series. Dave Righetti. I don't believe that's a rookie card of his, but maybe it is. Dave Righetti rookie card. Well, there you go. That's not too shit. I'll put him up there. I don't care. Ken Griffey and Tom Seaver. Well, we got a Hall of Famer there. And a dad of a Hall of Famer. Got those future stars there. Just keep them coming here. Danny Heat, Billy Smith, and Buddy Sproul. We got Billy Smith of the Giants. Gene Garber, who played into the 60s as well, I believe. Rich Gedman, which is a rookie. He's not getting on the shelf except for his name. Rich Gedman, don't wear plaid. He's got a Hall of Fame name. Oh, Chet Lemon recently passed away, R.I.P., man. And Dennis Lamp. Chet Lemon, best known probably for just being a good all-around hitter. Nothing crazy in the power department, but really a plus defender with most of those Pirates teams. Okay, Broderick Perkins. I don't know if that's feels like it feels like some sort of issue, but Chris Spire of the Les Expos. There's Mr. Bert Hooton. And we'll look at him playing all the way back from 71. 130 career wins at this point. Not too frickin' shabby. .317 ERA. Bert Hooton. Awesome. Hall of Famer and Brewer. He's got to go up there. Mr. Ted Simmons. Sorry, Righetti. Louis Tiant. Speaking of guys with a long, illustrious career. I don't know if you don't want me to do this, just say, hey, too much in the back of the card, but 227 career wins at this point. So, Louis Tiant, the man, the myth, the legend. Dyer Miller. AL All-Star, Mr. Dave Winfield. All right. So, and with the Red Sox, Mr. Dennis Eckersley coming in to save Another rip. Ed Farmer. Bobby Bonds. Didn't realize he played for the Cubs. Pretty awesome there. Another guy that played into the 60s there. At this point, he had almost 1,900 hits. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Mr. Rod Carew. Looking pretty nice. Card's a little off center, but nice looking card. Nice looking card. Steve Swisher. Hey, all right. George frickin' Brett. This card's actually, for those of you that grade, not throwing stones if you don't or you do or whatever. It's your choice what you want to do with your hobby. But the Brett in PSA 10 is over $1,000 card, which is pretty darn cool. I was just looking at it and kind of seeing how it was laid out, because it is a top maybe 5 card in the set, and you can see left to right there is some issues on the back, but a really good card. Definitely one that's going to go into the PC. I don't own it. Charlie Lee. Super excited about it. Russ Baumgarten. Danny Goodwin, who's doing his best Steve Harvey imitation here. And Bob Force, speaking of long, illustrious careers, and Jerry Mumphrey. All right, one rack left, or one cell of a rack. Well, our first 34 cards, we pulled out 7 Hall of Famers. Not too bad. We could pull another 3 out of this one. We'd be smoking. Mike Phillips. Big slugger of the Sox, Greg Luzinski. Gene Tennis, probably better known for the A's, early 70s A's. Willie Randolph All-Star. It's a nice looking card there. All-Star card, Davey Lopes. Dan Briggs. Hey, all right, another George Brett. Look at that. And an All-Star Tom Seaver. Look at that. And an in action, Steve Carlton. Holy cow. Look at that. That's a freaking murderer's row. I couldn't even put Dennis Eckersley in there. It's got to be like, you put him like kind of in there. I don't even know. How do you do that? The Mad Hungarian Al Araboski. Well, it's making me feel better about not getting a Cal Ripken or Lee Smith. This is a freaking awesome rip. John Harris. Looks like he's either going for some sunflower seeds or a little bit of the red man. Craig Reynolds. Larry Boa. I want to say best known as a guy that was traded for Ryan Sandberg, but yeah, obviously he had an inaction card, so he was a decent player. Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. Whew. I'm running out of space here for these guys. Oh my goodness, freaking Robin Yount. Woo! This is a Hall of Fame rip. Wow. That is a nice freaking card. Man, we got to channel Robin Yount. 2-time MVP at 2 different, what I would consider to be elite defensive positions at shortstop and center field. 3,000 hits. Mark Clear. And Omar Moreno. Good old Buck Martinez. So, wow. All right, let's. I'm going to stop this, and we're just going to kind of go through the cards here for a second. Okay, and we're going to count Hall of Famers here. We got the Eck. That's 1. All-Star Seaver, 2. We'll count it as 1. Well, there really is 2 Hall of Famers, so that's 3, 4 right there with Suter and Fingers. Nice looking Yount. That's 5. All-Star Winfield, 6. Base card George Brett, I think probably by far the best card out of here. That's 7. 8 with Seaver. 9 for Trammell. Carlton, 10. Brett, 11. Rod Carew, 12. Ted Simmons, 13. And finishing it off with not a Hall of Famer, but a rookie card of Dave Righetti. So 51 cards, 12 Hall of Famers. pretty happy about that. We'll get some Brewer magic up on here. We need to get the Brewers mojo going. They are not doing super well. They cannot hit the ball. Pedro Serrano and Joe Boo are nowhere to be found. Where's that Yount? He's sneaky. I went to go see Yount. He had 29.98 hits, and I saw 29.99, and I could not hit it to the next day, so I did not make it. What my friends did. To this day, I'm taunted. So there's some Brewer legends from the rip and last rip. So, what'd you think? Please like and subscribe to get more content like this. I'd love to say that this is what's going to happen every week, but it rarely does. So, thank you guys so much. Super pumped. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and God bless.